Hello, everybody. It's your writing mentor, Maggie Tran, and today I wanted to go over some examples of the rhetorical concepts that you will be finding on your public figure's social media account. And I've also asked other writing mentors to contribute examples from accounts that they like to follow. But first, I wanted to go over a summary of your project, your rhetorical analysis. So you will be observing how your public figure has used their social media accounts. So for example, a Facebook page or a YouTube channel or a Twitter account and so on. How they post content and present themselves on that account to persuade or appeal to an audience. And here are the 4 rhetorical concepts that we would like you to analyze. Ethos is all about credibility, trust, and ethics. Kairos is about timeliness, pathos, emotions, and logos, reason, and logic. Here are some tips as you are performing your rhetorical analysis on that social media account. So in your project, please explicitly mention the rhetorical concept. So say this, you'll pull an example from your account and you'll say, this is ethos or this is Kairos. And you would then explain the reason why that content is ethos and Kairos and tie it into how that content persuades and appeals to their audience. You're not going to only talk about your public figure. Please make sure that you include evidence of how their social media account has used the rhetorical concepts. You'll be analyzing the most recent posts for Kairos if possible. So maybe the posts that have been published within a week or two. It's also possible that a social media account can appeal to more than one rhetorical concept. So there might be a post that appeals to both pathos for emotions and Kairos for timeliness. Also, please consider the text that is shown on their social media account. So the text in their bio or in their post content, wherever there's text. Also consider the visuals. So the profile picture, any background images, and the photos in their posts. And that's exactly what I just said. So text, images, profile picture, header, bio, and also collaborations with other members in their community. For example, you might see that your favorite YouTuber collabs with another YouTuber. That's something that's very common in the social media world. So you might also look for examples of that. Now, the first example I wanted to go over was contributed by my fellow writing mentor, James McCune, and he would like to talk a little bit about the Music Notes Instagram page. Now, this is a really important note I wanted to point out for your project, for your rhetorical analysis. Please use a social media profile of an individual, of a person, and not a company like Music Notes, even though we're using this as an example. We're just using Music Notes as a company just to point out the rhetorical concepts like pathos and so on. But again, use a person's, an individual's social media profile. So how has Music Notes established credibility, aka ethos? You'll see that their page has been designed well. If you look at their profile picture, it looks very neat and simple. Their bio is very descriptive and straight to the point. They also have a link so you can see more of their content and access their website. They also have some really appealing, eye-pleasing pictures in their posts. Like here is latte art of a ghost, I could also point out this is timeliness because Halloween is coming up at the time that I'm making this video. So posting a latte art of a ghost is so timely, and that's going to appeal to people. But anyway, here's other appealing photos. There's another, okay, more ghosts. So these images overall are appealing. You got latte art, you got a comic, you got a carousel for methods for memorizing music. This is all really eye appealing, and it's laid out in a very clear and just a very aesthetic pleasing way. And they've also established ethos by providing interesting facts about music and reading notes. As you can see in this third post of theirs, they posted a carousel with 6 methods for memorizing music. They've established their credibility in being able to teach their audience how to memorize music. If you want, you can access their Instagram page. I've posted links to other social media accounts and their content throughout this presentation. I will drop the link to this presentation and you can download it for yourself so you can access these links. Pathos, music notes also uses pathos. Again, pathos is all about the emotions, and I think pathos is the most common rhetorical concept that social media accounts will use. As you can see here, they have a funny picture about tenors, which I think are a choir, like a singing, like part of a singing choir, the tenors, and paying attention. For people who are musicians or in choir, they see that this is very relatable and entertaining humor. Plus, there's a silly caption about tenors. It says, "Sorry, tenors," and then a wink emoji. So again, people in choir and musicians will relate to this. They might laugh about it. They'll say, haha, this is pretty funny and relatable. And this appeals to our emotions. Now, the second example of an account that I wanted to share with you was provided by my fellow writing mentor, Nick Mueller. This is about the Gotham Chess YouTube channel. I just wanted to note that this channel is an acceptable example account for your project because this channel is represented by a single person, not an entity, as we'll soon see. So what does my writing mentor, Nick, have to say about Gotham Chess? He is a huge admirer of this channel. It's run by an individual named Levi Rosman, who has used straightforward language and humor to explain and popularize chess. And Nick has noticed an explosion in subscribers. Nick began somewhere in the thousands, and now he's at 1.2 million subscribers. That's a lot of fans, and Nick is one of them. So here's an example of how Rosman uses logos or reasoning and logic. So he titled a video called, "Am I Magnus Carlsen?" And this establishes his credibility because he refers to a world chess champion named Magnus Carlsen. It shows that Rosman has a lot of knowledge about chess and its game history. We can see more emotional appeals, aka pathos. For example, he has titled 2 videos called "I Am Happy" and then "I Hate Chess." So Nick explained that chess players will feel a relatable emotion to this because chess players might feel an emotional swing from being happy about playing chess to the sorrow about playing chess. And so Rosman exemplified that with these two video titles. 1 minute he's happy, the next minute he's like, "I hate this game." He also posted these 2 videos between 2 days. So he posted I am happy one day, and then 2 days later, he posted the I hate chess video. And that timing of it, of those two videos and how close they are, that itself represents that emotional swing of chess. So I think that's pretty brilliant. Here's more examples of pathos. Rosman made a video series on his YouTube channel called Guess the ELO, and Nick told me that in this video series, he guesses the chess rating of his subscribers who send them their games. And so in one of these videos, a subscriber's play was described as being at the level of Carlos Magnuson to Magnus Carlsen, the world chess champion, in just a few moves. There were a lot of people who made comments about this because it's so easy in chess to go from making silly, funny blunders to making really good moves and vice versa. For chess players, again, this is relatable. They might laugh about it. It's humorous. And so that appeals to their emotions. Now, there's one more rhetorical concept that I need to cover, and that's Kairos, aka timeliness. Now, this is the concept that there might be the most confusion about because we're pretty used to logos, ethos, and pathos, but Kairos is something that's relatively new, but it's so important in the world of social media. And I will say that because I have been a public figure for the Club Penguin community for almost a decade. And this community is still going on, even though the original game, Club Penguin, and also Club Penguin Island ended a few years ago. So I'm still in this community and I'm doing lots of fun projects like helping some former Club Penguin staff develop new games. So that's pretty exciting. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Kairos when public figures post on their social media accounts. And I go by Tech70, that's my gamer name, and my Twitter account is at Tech70CP. All right, so what does Kairos on social media look like? I like to describe Kairos as if you were reading a newspaper. When you pick up your newspaper in the morning, what do you want? You want news of what has happened just recently. On social media, you'll see that certain content has to be posted at an ideal moment. It has to be up to date on the latest stuff going on. If you're too late to post certain social media content, nobody's going to be interested. Just like if you're reading a newspaper and let's say they write a story that has happened a month ago. Now, there might be some people who are interested in that story, but it doesn't generate that much buzz compared to what is happening right now or what has happened just recently. So again, think when you're analyzing your social media account, try to read it as a newspaper and see, oh, that content feels like newspaper content. It seems so timely for this moment. And I'll provide some examples from my own account. Let's say there is an event going on. A social media person will try to post about that content in real time or as soon as they can. For example, Club Penguin had this race car event, and so I posted this funny screenshot of pretending to be Mario and slipping on a banana peel. So I said, oh no, Mario slipped on a banana peel at the Club Penguin go-kart event. So you might see that this is pathos. Yes, this is also pathos in addition to Kairos, because my fellow Club Penguin players will laugh about this silly picture, but this is also Kairos because I posted this during the Club Penguin go-kart event. If I posted this picture after the event, nobody's going to be interested anymore. You want to post it when the event is current and everybody's talking about it, and that will generate more interest. Also, It's as simple as reporting the news. I went to this event on Club Penguin, and a staff member named Polo Field was online. He announced some interesting news. As you can see in that screenshot, Polo Field says that in the month of March, the Puffle Party will be released. And for us Club Penguin people, we love to know what's going on in the next few months. So this is something that everybody wants to know about. As a result, I took a screenshot of what he said, and then I posted it on Twitter so people would know, hey, in March, there's going to be the Puffle Party event. And people love to be updated on the latest developments. And finally, this is similar to what I just said before, but here I am again posting something that's happened very recently. And so in this tweet, I reported the latest game updates on Club Penguin. I came online on Club Penguin the game as soon as the updates released. And so in this tweet, I posted what updates I have observed: a new clothing catalog released, a new in-game newspaper released, and the Halloween party ended. And again, people like to be updated on what's going on so they can be familiar with current events and the community. If you want loads more examples of all four rhetorical concepts: Pathos, Ethos, Logos, Kairos, you are welcome to check out my first video about rhetorical concepts on social media. I go into a lot more detail about the content that I've posted for the past 8 years or so. Again, I've been doing this for nearly a decade, and I have lots of insights and examples to share about being a famous person on social media. So you can just search rhetorical concepts on social media in YouTube, or you know what, I can just post the link into the video description so you can access it right then and there. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let your instructor, writing mentors, or fellow writers in the Inscribe community know. We love to have these conversations, and have a great day.